My friends are amazed that I have been eating lettuce for almost 2 months now. How did I do that? That's what I'm going to talk about today on the Figs Fowl Farm. When and what to plant and when to plant it. Yeah, what to plant, when. That's what we're talking about. Yes, this year I enjoyed things like lettuce and radishes and cilantro and other things really early because I paid attention to what things you can plant in what kind of weather, how soon, like the time schedule thing. There's a number of things that you can plant in freezing weather, and the frost and the cold don't hurt it at all. Things like all of your brocconoids. So that's going to be your Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, all of those kinds of things. They handle the cold weather really, really well. So you can get them in as early as you want. I think it was maybe February that I planted all of those things. And your lettuces, those can go in early too. And then some of your root vegetables like radishes and beets and even carrots. And the thing that does really well are peas, snow peas and sugar peas. What I did was I planted them in pony packs in the greenhouse, got them about this tall, and then transplanted them out into the garden so they had a really good start. And I have the best peas, the earliest peas I've ever had. It was so successful, I'm gonna have to do that every year. And then there's things like tomatoes and eggplant and peppers and basil, all of those little tender things. Rule of thumb is right around Mother's Day, you're safe to plant those things. Then there's things that if you're going to direct sow them into the ground, you want to wait until it's really warm and the ground is really warm because they are hot weather things and they really like the heat. Things like okra and corn and all of your melons and cucumbers. All that warm, hot sun will make them germinate quickly and they'll grow quickly. Now, if you have a greenhouse, you can plant them early. I got a little bit excited and I planted my tomato plants clear back in December, January. I learned that that's a little bit too early. They just didn't do so well. So next year I'll wait a little bit later to plant them in the greenhouse. There are a lot of things that I've talked about that you have to plant really early in your greenhouse or get out in your garden quickly because it takes quite a few days for them to come to maturity and bear fruit. But I have experimented with planting all summer long. I have little bits of lettuce that I plant and I stagger them to where I have lettuce all summer long. You can plant green beans like that. I've planted corn like that. And I even tried planting some of the really hot weather things like summer squash and cucumbers and okra that grow very quickly in the middle of the summer so that I can have a harvest by fall. So here is one of those charts. And of course, you'll need to pay attention to your zone. We're zone 7 here in Southern Oregon, and that will determine when you can plant those things. Mostly what you're going to be concerned about is frost, when the frost happens in your area. Hopefully that answered all of your questions about when to plant things in your garden. Probably not, but at least you know when to plant your tomatoes. In Southern Oregon, right around Mother's Day is the safe time. Thanks for watching the Figs Fowl Farm. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment below, and we'll see you next time.